Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
All the time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the horizon and I'm me, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim.
Oh, making my way downtown, Amanda Bynes getting a tattoo on her face, but we already knew that. Bum, 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 bum.
No, hey, TGIF.
TGIF AB. AB stands for Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes. Is that an actual news story? Did she actually get a tattoo on her face?
Well, apparently she's a rapper now. I'm trying to find
Amanda
her.
Bynes is?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that. I know like one of the last movies she made was that like, I think she pretended to be a man one. But I didn't know
I'm
she
trying
was
to
into
find
rap.
her rap song. Well, like there's a song, but I didn't think it was her. She looks a lot different now.
You should drop this in the content part of the thing, because I had no idea. I thought she was just kind of like, just Amanda Bynes.
Like, here's her demo thing, but it doesn't sound like Amanda Bynes. Like, so I don't know what's happening. Podcast content. All right, if you want to check out this Amanda Bynes song, but I don't know if she's even on it or not. Has 666 downvotes.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible already.
But we are the Power Pack Podcast, a podcast featuring two dudes, 0 face tattoos, and one friendship.
A friendship that is not like struggling child stars. We are very stable, and we do not break down and get face tattoos and make rap careers. John and I are more like the twins from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. They went on to be pretty normal, successful dudes. So if the Power Pack podcast was like any child stars, we'd be like the two twins from that show. And yeah, and
think of the downfall of a child star, especially now. Say you were a child star, I don't know, in maybe the early 2000s, and you get older. Now it's 2021, pandemic hits, Hollywood's on standby, the rise of individual do-it-yourself stardom via YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
yeah.
So like you don't even need to go through the Hollywood system anymore.
No.
So but that's how you grew up doing it. But now that system's on the downfall, and you're like, I'm Amanda Bynes. I don't know what to do. Nickelodeon ain't a thing anymore. Nick Cannon won't host me on Slime Time Live. All that's not a show, or is it? Keenan and Kel graduated, went to SNL. What do? I'm gonna get a heart tattoo on the bottom of under my eye, and I'm gonna hire some rappers.
That's the logical next step. It's it seems like it definitely affects, like, it seems like the child stars more so from like the, I don't know, maybe the like 90s, maybe early 2000s. They seem to have it the worst, it seems like, because they're kind of in that weird, awkward, like millennial kind of Gen X phase. I don't know. It's just, it seems like they definitely have it the worst with, like, the Aaron Carters and the Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, they fell hard. And she missed an opportunity with her rap name, Amanda Rhymes. Come on now.
Yeah, what is... Did she just? Is she just going under the moniker of just Amanda Bynes? Is that it?
Yeah, but when I think of Amanda Bynes, I think of the goofy, silly Nickelodeon actor who did some silly, goofy movies.
That's
and now
exactly what I
supposed to now she's reinventing herself as a thug. It's like a Hannah Montana situation, but much later in life.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She does not look like the same person at all.
You should drop same thing in the Discord, the same spot, because I'm curious now. You were saying this. And
okay, so I'll post a video of her. I guess she's rapping her song. I don't know. She's doing something. Podcast content. If you want to see what she looks like, what she's doing.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I gotta see this. Dude, what? No, this is not actually her, is it?
That is actually her.
Okay, this is the weird part, is she somehow looks younger. Like, she's like 20 years younger. Like, she looks like a teenager. And then, like you said, has the heart tattoo. This is weird. Like you said, I'm
maybe
thinking... Yeah.
Maybe she got her hands on some expensive meth. Maybe the cheap meth that you just make in a basement, maybe that meth makes you look old and crazy. But maybe if you get that Hollywood meth,
I think
maybe that's the secret to vitality and youth.
So the fountain of youth is that, like, the Hollywood meth that you score, just like instead of it being, like under a bridge or behind a dumpster, this is like in front of like a Cheesecake Factory or something. It's like a little bit more classy.
Yeah, you could probably order it at the Cheesecake Factory. What kind of cheesecake would you like? I'd like the meth cake special, please. Laced with extra Coke on the icing.
Nice.
We can do that right for you. And they have chefs and chemists, and it's clean. It's a clean meth.
It seems clean.
It's not like the dirty stuff on the street.
No, and that's exactly it. You don't want the dirty stuff, and you
don't want that Chinese meth. You want that American made, boy.
Yes, it made in. I'm thinking you saw Breaking Bad, right? Like, you watched it. So I'm thinking like that, but instead of the car wash or the other place that they have is the laundering place, they have it in a Cheesecake Factory. So it's it's like the front, is cheesecake and everything, but then underneath it's got like the laboratory, the Walter White kind of thing.
It's so the menu has, you know how they have a ton of menu items? Maybe that's part of the plan.
I think so.
They know their customers are only going to order off of like 20 menu items out of the 100 that they have. Mm-hmm. And so those extra 80 are different drug orders, different quantities.
That is the best conspiracy theory I've heard in a very long time, I think.
And so when you order one of these never been ordered ever Cheesecake Factory recipe menu things, that you get what you ordered, but when you cut into it, or maybe maybe here's what it is. Would you like, are you done with your meal? Would you like it to go? Yes, please. And then they box it up with a little bit of extra.
A little bit of meth.
That's where they put the drugs in the to-go box.
Yeah, so they put them in like a little compartment. I'm imagining, those dumb things from prison movies where they bake a cake with like a nail file in it. I'm imagining like that. It's like a piece of cheesecake with like a little balloon of drugs inside of it.
Yeah, FBI, if you're listening, this could be a thing. You should sting out Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake. It's probably happened to all of them. I think that's one of the best because I love that there's so many weird like theories online. I've definitely not read like any of them, but I know that culture exists, and this is probably one of the best I've heard is the Cheesecake Factory meth epidemic.
Because you've been in a Cheesecake Factory. How can they afford such decadent and magnificent decorations, pillars and chandeliers, and
exactly
when their food, like you said, it's okay, it's all right, but how can all right afford you almost like a castle looking decor?
Exactly, drug front.
The drugs.
It's a drug front.
It's the drugs
because the inside is the decor is magnificent, and they're serving like food that, is pretty good, but it's still like a chain. And so the only way they have that supplemental income to front that is, if you think of anything like Scarface or any of those movies, they always have like these palaces or these like really fancy Cheesecake Factory looking mansions. So
yeah, Scarface was pretty much, his house was the Cheesecake Factory.
that's spot on. Yep. 100% Cheesecake Factory.
You got the street team. They're out there with their trench coats. Yo, I got cheesecake. I got wasabi crusted tuna. I got glam burgers. I got hamburgers. I got chicken fingers and tenders. What you want? Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Take some chicken tenders. All right, here's a baggie for you. Go enjoy your chicken tenders. Oh, and if you forgot ketchup, I got that too. Wink, wink. So, I'll take some ketchup.
Yep.
It gives you a straw. Okay. I'm still learning the cheesecake code. Ketchup is a nose straw. Yummy.
It's a little bit, it's exactly that. And you got to get the lingo down because, like you said, the menu's so big, and if you lose track, they're going to give you the wrong drugs that you requested. So,
right.
Yeah.
And there has to be more of a code because anyone can order, like, there could be an accidental order. Someone orders one of these weird things like, I don't know, spicy caterpillar roll, except it's a real caterpillar.
Ugh.
So no one really wants it.
Yeah.
Someone might some 11-year-old might be, hey, I want that. I want to be adventurous, Mom. Look at me. I'm eating bugs. And so then they can't give an 11-year-old drugs.
No.
So maybe part of the code is like, okay, someone orders this, does not eat the free bread, and orders a Diet Coke. Like those three things have to happen. A drug order, Diet Coke, they don't eat the free bread. Yeah. That's how you know they want the drugs. Like there has to be more of a complex system.
I mean, that's my best guess too, because you have to eat the free bread in order to know that you're actually getting a meal, because like you're hungry, and I think too they can kind of sniff them out. They actually have a pretty robust process of their interviews where they can sniff out narcs. So if they could tell somebody seems like a narc, they won't serve them any of the drug laced food. So,
and someone is ordering drugs when they don't eat that free bread, because you think about like how addicted people get with drugs. They end up robbing people, selling everything they have, spending all their money on it, going broke. Yeah. So when someone's not eating the free bread, they want the drugs.
Yeah.
Like they're committed to following the cheesecake code to get their drugs.
They're in a bad place.
Yeah. Like I'm giving up this free bread if I can have some of that Coke. So I'm going to order the Diet Coke. I'm going to not eat the bread. Self-control. I have self-control when it comes to getting my hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you know a drug addict, when they don't eat that free cheesecake bread.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how can you not eat the free bread? It doesn't matter if I'm going to eat a big meal and dessert. I'm going to eat the free bread. Like it's part of the code of just any restaurant.
Right, unless you know that meth is on the sunset horizon. You see it. It's like, okay, I gotta withstand this ordeal. That way they know this is my real order.
Exactly. And then
I want that meth.
That's how you know. And I think what is it? Maybe this could be book number 3. It's like I'm imagining what's that awful Nick Cage movie? National Treasure, like a theme like that. But
I love National Treasure.
But like Cheesecake Factory. I think that actually is probably one of his better movies. It's funny because any movie he's in is bad, but like he does have some that are pretty good.
There's still some lines in that movie that I'm like, oh, Nick Cage.
Yep.
But that's in every movie.
I love all of the memes that have come about.
Put the bunny back in the box.
No. Yeah, he really. I think what Nick Cage is almost like somebody who just like happened to show up for an audition and then he just became an actor. He wasn't trying to. He just showed up because he was trying to like get a job, and then he ended up becoming an actor. And then he's like, well, I guess I'll keep doing this. And then he started making movies. And that's at least what I think. I don't know.
I think he might have seen a Jim Carrey audition tape, or maybe he saw Jim Carrey on a late night show and he tried to mimic that. Because I've seen some of his late night show stuff, and his early days, he's like a weirdo. And he's like, oh, yeah,
Nick Cage?
oh, I'm Nick Cage. Yeah.
Oh,
And it makes me think that maybe he's just trying to be eccentric for the sake of being on TV. Whereas Jim Carrey is just legitimately a crazy person, and it works for him. So, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, too.
It works for Nick Cage, too, but I don't know.
Nick Cage's brand of crazy is just like, it's a little more like Nick Cage's brand of crazy is a little more like Ohio, where Jim Carrey's like thing of crazy is like New York or LA. You know, it's a little more like, I don't know, it's a little more marketable, and people are like, oh, it's just Jim being crazy. Where with Nick, it's just like, oh, you know, it just, that's the only way I can describe it. It's just Nick Cage is,
you know that,
yeah,
that like stereotype where like birthday clowns start and then they become actors. They start at the bottom of acting. I'm going to be a birthday clown and
oh yeah,
throw pies in little Jimmy's face and make balloon dogs. Nick Cage is the type of person to finish his career doing that because he's crazy.
Yep.
He has all this money. He has all this clout. I'm Nick Cage. I'm a cultural, not even a legend, just a phenomenon. Like,
he is.
No one knows what box to put me in. I'm going to be a cultural icon for a generation or two. I'm going to start doing birthday parties because I'm Nick Cage.
Yeah.
So he's at that end of the spectrum.
I could see it. I honestly could see him just getting to a point where he's just bored with acting. So he's like, okay, I'm going to be a clown. Like, and could you imagine, like, let's say like 5-10 years from now, like you guys have some kids, you have a birthday party, and you see a clown doing some stuff, and you're like, that he looks familiar, and it's Nick Cage. It's like, oh, he's been here the whole time. He's been using my bathroom. He's been eating the hot dogs I've been making. You know, it's just like, that's Nick Cage just hanging out, birthday party.
Like he's in my little house over here in the country, and he's entertaining my children.
Yeah.
And we actually have a Nick Cage movie on. We have Face Off playing in the living room.
Ooh.
Does he think it's weird that it's playing? Or does he think that it's weird that I found out that he's in that movie at the same time he's also playing a birthday clown for my kids?
Exactly.
It's just an awkward situation for everybody. Unless Nick Cage doesn't ever get awkward, which I could see that too.
I think he just doesn't feel uncomfortable. He's one of those people who probably just never feels uncomfortable because he's Nick Cage, so, and he's already living in a state of weirdness, so there's no other point he can't get uncomfortable at that point.
You know what's weird about being someone like Nick Cage? You can't ever try and reinvent yourself. As cheesy as it sounds, you know those like little teeny boppers, I'm going to go to the big city and be a new person and reinvent myself.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool, you can do that because you know how many people know you, not counting Facebook friends? Like 7. Your family, the friends you hang out with, and then in 10 years when you move to LA, all those people, most of them you're not going to talk to, you're going to make new friends. You can reinvent yourself. Nick Cage, he's forever that guy. He can't ever reinvent himself.
He can't be anyone besides Nick Cage. And it's kind of like the Amanda Bynes thing. Amanda Bynes was able to recreate herself a little bit, like find her like a rapper, persona. But Nick Cage, it's like if Nick Cage started making rap music, I would listen to it in a heartbeat.
I'd probably get his album straight up.
Yeah, you know how good that would be.
To it. I would listen to his album as many times as I've watched Con Air on TNT growing up, which is a lot.
Con Air is I need to rewatch that. Last time I saw it, it always cracks me up when he when he kills the guy at the beginning with that weird like move, and he just sits there in the rain as it falls down. You know,
my favorite when he gets off the bus and his hair's blowing in the wind. Oh,
the mullet. Yep. That one wasn't that in one of your music videos actually, right? It was like right when or I thought you were going to put it in, right?
That kind of inspired a song, the Middle Name Danger song, because that's like the feel I was going for, just like that epic like wind in the hair getting off of a prison bus.
Yep. That's the best way. That's the best way to explain. And I know exactly which part of the song, like not just the whole song, but especially
it's that chorusy flying part. Like I'm soaring like a bird. Fly like a bird.
Like Nicolas Cage's mullet. Yeah. What an amazing thing to have as your inspiration. I think I need to watch more movies like this. Maybe my music will be a little more robust like yours, because that's good inspiration. It's top notch.
Top notch. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Con Air.
Speaking of music, we can just do it right now. Who cares about announcements? This is too urgent for announcements. I heard there's a little boy out there who's making some LIFO music.
Oh, Life Alert. Yeah. Oh.
Life Alert music. I'm dying. Better play that Josh Karsh beats to get your heart beating.
Thump, thump. Oh man, you can't see. I'm on the other side of the world right now, but I'm blushing because yeah. Oh, thank you.
There's an elderly man on the ground. His heart stopped, and Josh Karsh is leaning over him with a boombox, blasting his beats. And guess what? The old man walks again.
He walks again. He can see. He can walk. Thank you for your beats, young man. Is what he
Josh
said.
just walks around hospitals with his boombox in the air, healing people with his beats.
That would be another great book. Maybe like a short, like a kid's book. It's just me with a boombox, and I'm like, and I don't say anything. I just go in with the beats and heal people. Oh, yeah.
There's like, what's that charity where kids meet their celebrity?
It's like a Make-A-Wish.
What's that? Yeah, a Make-A-Wish finds out about your music and wants to meet you, and you show up all egotistical, and you just have the boombox out. You don't even say anything. You just start playing the music. Turn it off. You're welcome. Just walk out.
Walk out. They're just like,
you're fine. You'll be good.
Yeah, no, the kids are fine now. Do I get paid for this? I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette in my Honda.
It's like, doctor, send them home. They're healed.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how this works, Josh.
It does in my world. Put on the boombox, walk out.
These beats are healing.
Yes, they heal you with the beats. Well, thank you for that beautiful introduction. And yes, I'm still working on my own music, but I figured it's easier to go kind of more the John Whip route and do some instrumental stuff. So I've been I'm dipping my toes in, which is kind of funny. The whole world of lo-fi. I feel like even like our early JJ Fresh stuff. It's like we've been making this music. I feel like it's been out for a while, but not until recently. Making a beat and then doing some instrumentals is like, the big popular thing. So I decided to dip my toes in, and I'm starting to release some lo-fi baby tunes for the people.
Lo-fi baby, lo-fi baby, lo-fi.
Maybe some collabs with the Mr. Mutiny soon. I'm thinking it's gonna happen probably with the next, because the first one I did was like EP, and I don't really like kind of like unofficially released it. I just put it on Bandcamp because I was like, oh, this is cool. And then the next one, I think I'm gonna do like more like 8 to 10 songs. And like get it thick and like get it mastered and put it on CD baby. I'll probably put the other one on eventually, but it requires the monies. And then, but yeah, next album I'm gonna want you on one of the songs. I want you to throw some butter down on one of them trackies.
I'm gonna spit some Amanda Bynes guitar riffs on there. Amanda Bynes, Amanda Rhymes. I got the grime, I got the guns, gats in the Cheesecake Factory. What's up? Where you at? Tiramisu, doing some blow up my nose. Why? Because I'm on a roll with that meth. Not math, I don't do the numbers unless I'm counting the grams. Put them in my hand. Amanda Bynes, Amanda Bynes, Amanda Rhymes. Amanda Bynes.
That was that last one. I ain't doing math unless I'm counting grams. That's like the best. That's the best one. Oh my gosh. I want to before we dive in too deep. Do you have any music updates for us? I want everyone to know I know you were working on something recently, and I just want to know if you got anything going.
I pay the $50 or whatever it is. I have a 3-song EP-ish thingish coming out. I don't know. It's just, 3 songs is like my tolerance for my attention span, and then I want to work on something else. So
same.
That's coming out soonish.
Nice. Oh, if I had an air horn, I'd start doing it. I don't have one, so. Listening to your music is like a cold like January day in a hot tub full of gravy, and just like going out there in swimsuit, getting in the gravy hot tub, pulling out a couple biscuits, eating them under the stars. That's like listening to some Mr. Mutiny.
Sometimes when I am really lonely, I'll go outside and I'll rake my leaves and I'll get them in a pile, and then I'll do a running jump into the leaves, and as the leaves caress me as I fall into them and they kind of out of the way, then they kind of wrap back around on top of me, I imagine them that they're all little tiny Josh hands giving me a hug, and that's what your music is.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad my music is like a million of my little hands just wrapping around and embracing you. And it seems like our friendship has especially been on your mind, considering I've received about 10 face swaps of me in the last week, and it makes me happy. It really does. I think some of them are especially great. I think
some of them not so much.
Some of them were just like really actually disturbed me. It, like definitely the Titanic one, because I didn't talk at all, at least that I thought of. But the Hermione Granger one was funnier because it just, the voice and the face, it just like really made me uncomfortable.
Okay, I was gonna make sure. Did you listen to the audio? I'm gonna post one on Discord just so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, give them one that's good. Yeah, and I saw the Lord of the Rings one. That one was also great. Yeah, and I liked the Office one because it had both of us.
So for the people out there, my friends showed me an app called Reface, and you pretty much, they have video clips or GIFs or GIFs, whatever they're called, and you can put your face or someone else's face on them. So it's the most hilarious app in the whole wide world, and so I've been putting Josh's face on lots of videos. I started with Charlene's face, and it cracked me up. So I was like, I'm going to do Josh's face. I have a picture of him. Oh. And then when I tried to do Kyle McCracken, he just looked very creepy. And
I remember you talking about that. So
and lurky. So I didn't want to do much of. I need a better picture of him, I think. But
you should ask. Well, we're going to hang out with him Sunday. You should just straight up ask him for can I have a picture of you?
Send pics, please. Here's my email.
Speaking of pics, I'm starting to collaborate with not only Charlie but Andrea on your birthday present.
Oh my gosh!
I can't wait. Charlie and I joked that we were going to make you, like one of those photo books. It's like a book you can make and it has a bunch of photos. We were going to do one of a bunch of pictures of him and send it to you. but we're like, hey, that's like a little bit too weird. So we're going to go with the magic thing for sure.
I would put the photo book with the rest of our photo books. We have probably like 4 or 5 little photo books when we do vacations or special occasions.
Ooh, nice.
I think we have a wedding one. When we did our honeymoon one. We have one when we went to Japan. Mm-hmm. So I think a Charlie book, when we show people over for drinks, so socialize. Oh, look at these books. Vacation, cultured, blah. Who's this guy? Oh, that's Charlie. Charlie is the greatest. He's my friend.
He's my friend. I love the thing that's the best is you should put it under the stack, so like Char doesn't know. So you're like, you have friends over, maybe some of her friends from school or work, and you guys are just hanging out, and then they find this book and they're like, what's this on the bottom? And it's just like the Charlie Hellman book, and it's just got all these pictures of him. That would be really fun. Or I'll
just initiate it. They don't even have to find it. They'll be sitting on the couch, and I'll part the ladies with my hands, or like scoot, and then I'll sit right in the middle with the book, and I'll just start talking about Charlie, and they'll ask, "Who is this? Why is this important?" It's very important. Yeah. Listen,
he works on magic.
Have you ever met a wizard before? Not a movie wizard. A real wizard.
You're going to meet a wizard now.
You're going to meet Charlie the wizard.
Charlie the wizard.
Charlie the wizard was a jolly happy soul. He had a wand and a cauldron too, and he cooked cats in it for fun.
That's a perfect segue to slide right in to the butter roll. Welcome to the Butterdome. John and I. So imagine like a water park, and all the slides are made out of French bread, and then all the pools are filled with butter. That's what the Butterdome is. It's fun.
Yeah, it's like a snow globe, but instead of little flakes of snow inside, it's just a ball with melted butter, and it's just nice to look at.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda? What's on the menu for the Butterdome?
we kind of had some preemie baby announcements with the lo-fi music that you're releasing.
Thank you.
If you want to link it in the Discord for people, they can check out your lo-fi. You can do that. You can put it under what?
Let's do it.
Okay, they said no. I'm good. I was like, what?
Oh no,
good?
No, I'm grabbing it. Sorry.
You humble son of a. Put that on there right now.
Where should I put it?
What if
Podcast
Shaq
content?
never played for the Lakers, huh? Then his greatness wouldn't have been revealed.
That's true.
So Discord is our Kobe Bryant, and Shaq is the link you're about to post, and it's a dream team for success. I'm gonna watch that video of you real quick as Hermione. Let's see then. I'm Hermione Granger. Your face works so good on all of these face swaps.
Why is that so? I don't know why just the thumbnail creeps me out. Just the hair. If it was like shoulder length, that pretty much almost what my hair looked like when we met. It was pretty long.
Hermione Granger.
Lingardian Leviosa. Not Leviosa.
A magician. Leviosa. I want to watch Harry Potter now. Dang it.
I watch it probably every couple years. I'll rewatch the whole series because it's so good. It's like my favorite. And the character development, just everything. It's just like so good. And
I think we're about due. When she's done with school, we're watching Harry Potter because I was a hater for the longest time up until like 2 years ago. And I was like, you know what, fine. We'll just watch some Harry Potter. I've never seen it. And then, I don't know. I like it. It's fun. It's Harry Potter.
Isn't that fun? Yeah, it's just magical. And I'm glad you
cringy
switched
good
over.
time.
Yeah,
I switched over. I think Crumb Baby judges me for it. But you know what, Crumb Baby? If you don't think riding around on a broom and casting spells, turning people into lizards and making infinite money come out of ATMs is cool, then I don't. Whatever. Speaking of crumbs,
she doesn't like Harry Potter?
I don't think so. She's a Harry hater.
Oh,
for sure.
It's okay. She can still be a part of our friend group, but I'm
took
sad.
A hit.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, we need to come up with a power pack gift for her for Christmas, and I think it needs to be a Harry Potter themed gift combined with camo. So maybe we can get her a custom made Harry Potter action figure wearing a camo cloak.
Oh, so she doesn't
Pink
know.
Camo. She hates camo as well.
Oh, she hates camo.
So if we can combine Harry Potter and camo, I think we have a good gift idea for 2021 Christmas.
We should get her a Harry Potter wand with the glasses and then send her one of those camo like Carhartt hunting jackets.
How cool would it be if someone made a Harry Potter World War II offshoot video? So Harry Potter, would it be Harry Camo? I like Camo Potter. I'm Camo Potter. Get down! And he's like this wizard, and instead of throwing grenades, he just casts grenades with his wand, and they just like fling out of his. Get down! He's holding his wand like a machine gun. It's pretty much behind. No, what's the movie with Tom Hanks?
Oh,
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, where the guy is carrying his arm that got blown off.
Saving Camo Potter is
imagining
our magic.
One of them carrying their arm with the wand in the hand.
It's a dramatic movie, but it also has magic and wizardry in it. World War II wizard movie.
World War II. I think the movies that are like the prequels, the Fantastic Beasts, those are I think are technically in that time frame. Weirdly enough.
Ooh, so they could do it.
So I should write to them and be like, hey, I'm thinking this for the next thing. And they're going to be like, please stop contacting us or we're going to call the police.
It's like, no, this is a good movie idea.
Boom.
Okay, but back to the Butterdome.
Oh, yeah, Butterdome.
Here we are, centering.
Yeah.
We got them Patreons. Okay. Yep.
I just realized, looking at this, that we have 2 Patreon supporters that are both named Gary. Isn't that pretty wild?
It is.
Yeah.
Gary Graphics and Gary Bilson.
Gary Graphics, Gary Bilson. Gary Squared. Thank you, Crumb Baby. Thank you, Gary Bilson. Thank you, Gary Graphics. All 3 of these people are the most important people in our lives. And they support us. They feed us. They nurture us. They lick our wounds, they're there for us. So thank you. If we were a baby calf, they would be the mother cow, So thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question about that. Can multiple calves drink from one udder, or do they have to take their turn? I guess you can milk a cow with 2 hands, so why not have 2 little dudes sucking at your teats?
I think like on an anatomy level, I think you could have multiple calves doing that.
Do you have 4? Could you utilize all of them cow nips?
We have technically enough, because if it's just you and I, and then
No, I'm talking about real cows right now.
Yeah. Oh, not like metaphorical us as calves. No, actual calves.
Can 4 calves
don't Google it.
drink from one cow? Feeding and blah, 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 blah. Can a cow? I don't care. How much?
I'm glad that there's not like a quick hit on that on Google.
I just need a simple one of those hand-drawn black and white ink images, like in tutorial instruction. This is like a Lego instruction. Put this piece here. Put this cow on this teat. This cow goes on this one. This cow goes on this one. This cow goes on this one. And boom, sucking mama cow dry.
Ew.
Her head's like shrinking and it like inflates on itself. The 4 baby cows sucking all the whole entire big mama cow, like a balloon running out of air.
So technically we're the baby calves then, and Crumb, Gary, and Gary are a 3-headed cow that we're
they're a 3-headed cash cow because they're donating those delicious little Patreon bucks for us to nibble on. And we don't have a plan for those little Patreon bucks, but when we do have a plan, we'll let you know, and it will be for the podcast. So we do thank you for those.
We put it back in.
Thank you, cows.
Moo.
So our listeners are pack rats, and our Patreon supporters are cows.
Yeah. We just we're very good at complimenting them, and cows. We got the cows and the rats. I was going to say, so did he sub to the level where we need to write him a song? I was going to ask this the other week.
No, he subbed to, I think this is all public information, so I don't think it matters if I say it. I'll just say he's a butter rat. And butter rat gets, this website gets more confusing. I just want to look at,
I just want to make sure he's being compensated properly. That's just my main concern,
Right.
It's very important.
Oh, page. View page. Here it is. Okay. Show me the different. Oh my goodness. Show more tiers. Okay, he's a butter rat. He gets his username on the credit screen. Done.
Nice.
And a one-time audible shout out on our podcast, but we've been doing it every week, so bonus.
Yeah. Bonus bucks. And then what are Crumb and Gary Bilson?
Crumb is a butter baby, which is fitting. Crumb baby. She gets her username on our credit screen, and she's also been getting shout outs. So whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Butter Beats, $20. If you want a song, it's a one-time 20. One-time 20.
So you do $20 and then you get a song.
Yes.
Okay.
But to clarify, it'll have to be when the payment goes through. Because you can do what I do on Patreon sometimes, is if you want a service, you sign up for it, get the service, and then duck out before the payment goes through. I was doing that with Pokemon Go. There was a service that was a Discord channel thing that I'm on, and if you paid for the Patreon perks, you got extra access to finding 100% guys, and personal notifications. You can set like, oh, I want to know when this guy at this IV level pops up within this area.
Yeah.
So we live on the Delmar Loop, so I set a bunch of 100%ers at Delmar Loop. Oh, bing, notification, go get it. And that was, I think, $5 or $10 a month. But never paid for it, because the day before the charge went through, I just canceled it. So
nice. You're like the next Dave Ramsey, just teaching people how to, save their bucks. And it's kind of like you with the Xbox Live thing. That was really clever too. So you're just like,
yeah, catch me if you can.
Catch me if you can. The king of the ketchup bread, my man Jay Whip.
We have an email.
Let's. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Either way, we've been kind of stuck in the butter dome for a little bit. Muddy boots, stuck in that quick butter, sinking us down.
Quick butter,
getting in our pants. Yeah, quick butter. Whoever wants to read it. How about I flip a coin in the air? What do you think it is? Heads or tails?
I'll go with heads.
What do you want it to be?
Heads is I don't have to read it, I guess. We'll do it so whoever doesn't, then they... Yeah.
So heads, you don't have to read it? Okay, so what do you want the coin to be when I flip it?
So I'll have it be heads, I guess.
So you don't want to read the email?
Or how about heads, I do read the email, tails, you read it, because I guess that's really confusing. So we'll do it.
Okay. So I flipped the coin. What do you want it to be now that I just flipped it?
Okay, I'll have it be heads.
Okay, so you want to read the email. So let's have you read the email.
Okay,
see, that's a way to do heads or tails if you don't have a coin.
Yeah, there you go. It's easy. You just heads or tails it. I should keep a coin around here. I had one for a while. But anyways, I'm going to read the Inmalis Crumb Corner. And from Crumb, she said, have y'all seen those bath mats that turn the water droplets red, so when you get out of the shower and are standing on the mat, it looks like there's blood dripping all over? Crumb. No, I have not heard of that. have you heard of that, John?
You know what that reminds me of? No, it reminds me of this weird mouthwash that you use, and it shows all the plaque on your teeth.
Oh,
and you're supposed to brush those areas, but that never works because when the dentist probably does that, I'm sure they do something like that. They're like, oh, put this in your mouth, spit it out. Like, they have scrapers and metal prongs to clean your teeth. How am I supposed to get all this stuff off? They use metal hooks. I'm supposed to use little plastic bristles. How is this going to help me? Exactly. But no, I've never heard of this bloody bath mat.
That's very thing. It's very Tim Burton. I like it.
They call it the Moses mat. Turn the water into blood. Why red though? Why not blue or purple or something maybe more synergetic with a bathroom color scheme? Yeah,
the red doesn't. It's concerning at that point. I like blue because it could be like Smurf blood.
Like, what if you have a habit of peeing in the shower? Boom, now you think you're peeing blood and you go to the doctor. There's nothing wrong with you. Why'd you waste all this money on a copay?
Yep. It's expensive to go to the doctor. So I think that's the hard part of that. The practicality is you don't want to have to pay, and then you have to drive across town, and there's just a lot behind
you got to
that.
bring the mat in, and then they ask what's wrong, and you show them the dirty bath mat that you peed on in the shower. It's all red. You say, look, I'm peeing blood. Look at this bath mat. And they say, you didn't need to bring that in. We know what what peeing blood is like. Yeah.
You have it in like a garbage bag and you just dump it out on the doctor's table.
We'll run some tests. Sir, this is water.
Yeah, this is water. You're not peeing blood. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wow.
I'm going to go home.
Wait. Is it a bath mat that goes in your shower or not in your shower?
I think what she means is it's on the outside. So when you step on it, it helps with the water. Because I was going to say that makes absolutely no sense if it was in the shower, because then it just turns red every time.
I like peeing in the shower, but I'm going to pee outside the shower just for fun.
Yeah.
You're just peeing on this bath mat, sticking it out of the shower curtain. What a weirdo. You go to the doctor. What's going on?
That reminded me, the peeing in the shower thing, reminded me of this meme I saw recently where it was a thread. One person said, they said a zoo is a perfect place to fart and not get in trouble. And then the next thing it said, like, goes in the gift shop and poops their pants and is like, haha, stupid elephants.
Bro, like with the masks and everything, you can do that anywhere, anytime.
Yep, exactly.
No one's going to smell it. Dude,
no, that's been my thing.
Dude, I lay waste every day. No one notices. Got a mask
you do.
on.
You do every day, just at work or while driving, and no one can smell. Yeah.
No, I did wonder though. Do you think people farmer blow into their mask?
If people what?
You know how people blow their nose? I do it sometimes when I'm just out in the woods and you just snot rocket. Do you think people do that in their mask? It's like, it doesn't matter, it'll dry.
I almost wonder that too, or like people just like coughing up a lung into it or blowing their nose. You know how gross that is though, because afterwards you take it off and it's like dried and
you just spit in your mask. It's fine.
It's fine. I don't want to get no germs, and you're just like coughing and spitting in it, and it's so gross.
But no, I haven't heard of those mats ever before.
Yeah, that's a first for me.
So how was your week, Josh?
Oh yeah. My week was good. I can't really think of any like big highlights. Let's see. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know, just been kind of doing the same old, just like playing Switch, working a lot. Just vibing, I guess. How has your guys' week been?
It was good. I blew out the crotch of my pants today playing ping pong. Ping pong, but at work we have a ping pong table.
Oh,
but did that stop me from playing ping pong? No. It made me more flexible, more agile on the playing court. So it's a good day.
Made you more aerodynamic. Yeah. So that ripped. Did you like squat or did you jump or what happened that made it happen?
Well, the guy he plays dirty. He does the whole left. Oh, now I'm going to shoot it right. So you have to move a lot.
Yeah.
And so I was doing one of those, kind of duck, get the ball. And then I hit it. And then I heard my pants go, kept playing and it happened again. The hole got bigger. I kept playing. Never stopped. Never stopped. What am I going to do? Like just hold it together with my other hand? That's weird.
Yeah, that's, I think what you did, is fine. I think you should have prepped though and pulled a Joe Baker where you like changed your pants mid shift. Well, his was to change the shirt, right? He'd sweat the shirt out.
He'd get all sweaty.
Yeah. Joe Baker. And so you should do a Joe Baker version for ping pong, which is you change your pants halfway through the day because you rip them.
Man, I wish I had tearaway pants. I probably could have torn off my pants, played in my whatever's underneath.
Yeah. Kind of like a, you know, you guys could do like a, at work, like a shorts versus skins kind of thing.
It's like that episode of Community where Jeff plays pool with the gym teacher, but they end up playing naked. It could be like that.
That could be like, that's the type of, it seems like a company that allows that. It's just, they're looking to create some good morale amongst their people.
Yeah, I mean, hey, come to work at our company. We got free lunches once a month, and we got nude ping pong for morale. So, you know.
Is it just the two people playing are naked, or is everybody around in the circle watching? Is everybody naked too? That's what I'm wondering. That's what makes the difference.
I think it's open to all comfort levels, wherever you are at. Come as you are, sort of a situation.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's fun.
You know, if you're not ready to take off your shirt, maybe unbutton the top two buttons, and we'll go from there. And then maybe when you get down to your trousers, you can pick up a paddle. But until then, let's just get comfy and watch the sport unfold. Watch the game.
I'm imagining the HR person, they got a toothpick in their mouth and like a pencil mustache and a gold tooth, and they're like, they're saying this to you.
They're like placing bets. They're taking everyone's bets on the nude ping pong match.
Oh,
they're like the bookie.
Yeah, it's fun. I imagine this is in like a grimy basement somewhere in St. Louis.
Could be, with all the windows broken out. They're boarded up.
Yeah, that's fun.
Nice.
That's really fun. It's like but the upper part of the building is like nice. You know, they have like a snack machines and a couch and everything. But you go downstairs, and that's where all the betting and gambling is going on.
Yeah, upstairs it's like a country club at a golf course. Everything's just clean and nice and fancy. And downstairs is a hoarder's basement, sort of a vibe.
Yeah.
Except instead of a bunch of boxes, it's naked people watching ping pong.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying very hard to keep those visuals out of my head.
Wow, Jack's let himself go. Look at him.
Yeah. Schmuck, yeah. Right. Takes shirt off. What's
I liked him better when he was machining with his clothes on. Ugh.
Yeah, it
Gross.
really, I imagine, changes perspective. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not a place I would want to work for, but some people, because they have like the clothing optional beaches, and I think some communities do that too. But there was actually a clothing optional beach in Portland, apparently, on Sauvie Island. Someone told me about that once.
I think, isn't a place called Rooster Rock a nude beach? Rooster Rock Beach.
Oh yeah, that's in Portland, right? Or it's in near there.
Okay. Yeah, so Rooster Rock State Park, sandy beaches, plenty of available shade, multiple highways, wink wink. You can literally, that's what it says, walk halfway across the Columbia River before wetting your chest. Trust me, I just did it yesterday. Couples, singles, groups, families, all genders, state park, so please keep your unnatural drugs, cigarettes, glass off the beach. Best nude beach in Oregon. Yeah, because I think we were just driving by it, and I think we were gonna check it out, but then we realized it was a nude beach, so we didn't.
Yeah, that's like, nope. Yeah, is that so that's in Sandy, or that's in?
It just says Rooster Rock State Park.
I wonder where that's at. I've heard of
all
that.
73 reviews. It's like a peaceful day. Nude beach, long walk to get out to the water, but worth it once you get there. There is also an island with sand dunes. Cool, peaceful, unexpected delight. Why am I looking at reviews of a nude beach? That's.
It's in Corbett. Okay, so it's outboard towards the gorge. Okay, that's why I knew where it was. Okay.
Stopped here for lunch.
Oh, look, one of them is clothing optional. I just saw that. That is so weird. I've passed that and saw signs. I never knew that was one of those places, and that's really makes me never want to go there. So
we could film a music video there.
Like Chuck E. Cheese, but in the background, it's like, that's a lot of censoring though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, but it could be in like on the dark web.
the dark web. JJ Fresh. music
JJ
video.
Fresh presents the dork web.
Dork web.
Just the concept of the dark web just cracks me up every time I think about it. It's just so funny.
It's like
so
the dark
stupid.
side of the force.
Yeah, it is. It's like that, but it's, I imagine, just people stealing email information. Because one of my old emails, they sent me a notification. They're like, your information was found on the dark web, and I'm like, what the hell?
It's like, okay.
Because they I guess one of my old emails from way back in the day, it got compromised. I think it was through that stupid Ticket Fly or some concert ticket website that got hacked, and they got my email, and then it ended up on the dark web, and then I started getting a ton of spam, so I just deleted it. But yeah, it's that's just the whole concept. And I thought you have to have a code, or you have to enter a password or something.
You have to have a special mode. I don't know. You have to. It's like a special corner of the internet. I don't know how to get there, but I imagine it being like the kids from Sandlot when they're out of school, just a bunch of rascals. They're chewing tobacco, and they're faking their own death so Wendy Peppercorn can give them mouth to mouth. They're just rascals. The dark web, you're rascals.
Just a bunch of rascals, exactly. And I imagine also, because I started rewatching it, it's a good series, Stranger Things. I imagine the Upside Down is just a dirty Detroit version of is like the dark web.
Dude, that first season, so good.
Dude, it's it's such a good series. Yeah, the first season's good. The next two are really good too. But the first one, it's just the writing is just so phenomenal. Yeah.
It is the best thing. It's like the first season of Walking Dead. It's like, how can you top this? And they showed that you couldn't, and it got terrible. But that first season was so gritty and dirty and amazing. I loved it.
Of Walking Dead.
I love that. Yeah.
Walking Dead, that first season, that's the only one I've watched too, because I got through it and I was like, this is really good. And then
when you go back and watch it after watching all the other ones, it doesn't even feel like the same show because it's so different in how they filmed it, just the characters, what they're going through. It's amazing. It's what it should be the whole time.
Seems like it just declined. And then
it got soft on us.
Got soft. We're getting soft on us, yeah.
You're getting soft. Why are there love triangles now? Why is there... What is all this
guy with the bat?
Philosophical... Yeah. I stopped watching that guy. I was like, I can't do it. That's gross.
Yeah. Just the guy with the bat.
I watched that scene and it scarred me. It literally, I couldn't stop thinking about it for days. I was like, this is disgusting.
It's kind of like the scene of Game of Thrones, the mountain, and the Pedro Pascal guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one where I was like, oh, I need to take a break from the show.
Yeah. That was the last episode I watched not Game of Thrones, of Walking Dead, was the smashing of that dude's head. I was like, nope, I'm done. I got through the Game of Thrones one, though. That one didn't bother me too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't remember it that well, but...
I think, mine is, I haven't really seen that much Game of Thrones. I just saw that somewhere that scene was I don't know how I saw it or something, because it's something linked with because Pedro Pascal's in The Mandalorian, so it's got a very different role for sure for him. It's in The Mandalorian he's got this cute little baby Yoda, and then in Game of Thrones he's getting his head smashed by a giant. So there's
he's a diverse actor.
Yeah, he's like a Johnny Depp. He's just kind of a chameleon,
He can do anything.
He can
do anything.
Yeah. Is Game of Thrones worth watching all the way through? That's my question for you.
It is. Now, it's so you probably know about the last season being terrible.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
So you kind of have to think of it, because I don't know exactly who did the originals versus the last couple seasons. I don't know if it was the same person or if they just ran out of source material, but essentially think of it like Star Wars. You have this trilogy versus that trilogy, sort of a thing, or maybe Old Testament, New Testament. So
yeah,
the first 4, I think it's 4 seasons, are dope. And then when the second 2, I think. Maybe it's 3. I don't remember how many seasons there are. I think there's 6.
I thought there was a bunch, like 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah, the second 2 or 3, they're kind of eh. And at first, it's like, oh, this is cool. But then when you like think about what you just watched, you're like, this is stupid. It's because the first 4 are really good, especially when you kind of figure out what's going on. And then, like I said, you watch the next half. It's good. But then when you think about it, you just go, oh. Especially when you start reading like critiques on the episode, you're like, oh, no, that's so obviously dumb. Why'd they do that? Oh. So I would recommend it for sure.
Nice. Maybe I'll do the first 4 because I thought I heard the 2 guys who created it, like the series, not like the actual author, but it seems like towards the end I heard something that they had like other projects and things like that, so they kind of just like lost interest almost, and then it was maybe why the writing got bad. But yeah, with your recommendation, I'll definitely. I think I'm gonna snag up that.
Definitely watch the first season, and then depending on what you think, go from there. But I would highly recommend watching more because it's dope.
Nice. I'm definitely like I'm feeling like it's weird that I never watched it. I watched I think an episode or 2, and then like the Oberyn Martell one. But I definitely like that style. I love Lord of the Rings and that kind of branch of the fantasy sci-fi goodness. So I think I'm gonna check it out because I'm out of shows right now. I'm because I rewatched all Stranger Things the last like couple weeks.
No, you should definitely do it. It was one of those shows too where there's not very many shows I remember watching as it came out every week where so many people, friends, family were watching it with you, and it was just like a whole event and ordeal, and that also added to it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, and I don't know, it was just dope.
That's the exciting part.
Yeah, the new It was also that same feeling. Seeing it in theaters,
it
was just that same feeling with everyone watching it for the first time, and people were like, oh my gosh, ah! It was just like, it was cool.
I was at
neat.
least a part of that phenomenon, which is cool. Yeah, seeing that in theaters. The funny part was I snuck food into the theater, and it was like this. It was something that had meat, and I started eating. I got halfway through it, and then when he like had the arm, it was like the kid's arm, and he's like waving with it, and he's like all bloody. I just like put the food down, and I was like, I'm not going to eat any more of this. I'm just going to finish the movie.
Because that's like the first scene, and it was so funny because like no one expected it to just start off the bat, and so this guy next to me was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no!" He's just overreacting.
Oh, that's the best part is people screaming like, "Oh no!" Like, that part was really gnarly too. Yeah, that was a good movie, and I feel like that same phenomenon was going on right now with The Mandalorian. Like all my family and a bunch of my friends, we all watch it at the same time, and every week it's like big deal. And I'll probably rewatch that season that just came out. I'll probably rewatch it like again in the spring so that I have a buffer until next. I think December is when they release more of them. So I gotta space it out.
Yeah, gotta space it out. Get your Star Wars fix. Seasonal SF. Seasonal Star Wars fix.
Seasonal Star Wars.
That could be some good wisdom, unless you want to tack on some more. Some seasonal Star Wars fix. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, I'll do that as my wisdom, and I'll just reiterate again. If you have a show that only comes out once a year, watch it the first time. Wait another half part of the year, 6 months in or whatever. Watch it again to get your fix, and in between, watch and play games to get your Star Wars fix. Yeah, that's my power packed wisdom.
Oh yeah. My wisdom, I guess, is I had this idea. I'm just gonna give it to any entrepreneur out there who wants it.
Yeah.
So I bought some pants today. That got me thinking. What if I opened up a pants store? Now, this is now your pants store. You're the entrepreneur. You are tired of your job, but you want to go make a lot of money. You're going to open up this pants store that I'm pitching it to you. Easy, boom, ping pong, boop. The ball's on your side of the table. Take it and make some money with it. Now, you just sell normal pants. You have your Levi's, you have your Gap, you have your Old Navy, whoever makes pants. I don't even know. You just have a bunch of pants.
Yeah.
And you have the price on there. All your pants are like no more than $30. And people will look at the price tag. They'll say $30 for pants? This store consistently has good price pants. $30, that's not bad. I'm going to get some jeans. And then they ring up a pair of jeans, $60. They're like, what's going on? And then you kind of point to the tag and it says PPL. That's the price per leg. And pants have 2 legs.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. You just got $60 for a pair of pants. You conned them out.
Conned them out.
$60. Boom.
I love that.
If you want to make, yeah. So you can overprice pants but price them as less than other places.
That's a really good idea. And what if you added an even skeezier level and you did it so it says it's $30, you ring up their card, but you have a machine where it captures the card information, and then 10 days later you charge for the other leg.
Oh my goodness, that's even better.
So they don't
or you
even
could run
know.
it like a Apple store. Oh, you want a zipper? It's a $10 add-on. Oh, you want pockets? Oh, we can sew those on. This is gonna be $20 extra. Oh, you wanted the seam like stitched at the bottom of the pant leg, so it's not open and frayed. It's gonna be $8.94 per leg.
Per leg, per stitch.
It's pretty much you buy bare denim, and then to get them into like pants form, you have to spend $100 more.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, because you have the sheet of denim and they cut it for you, and they're like, okay, you can spend $30 and just get the sheet of denim, or you can pay $150 and we'll make the pants for you. But it's like you said, you might get $100 in and you just don't have any more money. So then you have a pair of pants that has one leg, and then the other side there's no leg. It's just the open fabric.
Yes. It's like a normal pants store, so people can try on pants, but when they take them to the register to buy them, they just put those pants under the counter and pull out the sheet of denim. They're like, what is this? They're like, that's what you're buying. If you want what I just put under the counter, we're going to have to make that, and it's going to cost you more.
You get like a ticket, like at the DMV too. So it's like you go up, like you said, give them the pants, they put them underneath, give you a ticket. You're like, what's this? It's like, okay, go over to that part of the store and we'll make the pants for you, but you have to pay per thing.
And then it's going to take about a week to get these to you. So you'll have to come back, or we can ship them to you, but shipping's about $40.
Another fee, probably $40 to $50. And
well,
then
that's not counting the box. So
yeah, the box is another $20. So at the end of the venture, it's maybe pushing $250. That's brilliant.
Yeah, Apple pants is what you could call them.
Apple
because
pants.
you're just
Honestly,
upcharging for everything.
That's what I was going to say. Is honestly, I was like, oh, how could any business do that? That would never work. Apple does that 100%. It's like they literally they could make a chrome bag that's filled with dog poop, and they'd be like, all right, $160 for the apple poop. Like that's just their thing.
It's like, I bought the new iPhone, but it was just 2 backsides put together. Oh, you need a screen? That's an extra $300.
Yeah. Oh, pretty much.
You'll have to just listen to your apps. I can't do that. I don't have a headphone jack. Oh, you should have paid the extra $50.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if you couldn't.
No
listen.
screen, no headphone jack. Come on.
Yeah, come on, get with it. Yeah, man. That's one of the best Power Pack wisdoms you ever gave, and I'll be thinking about Apple pants for a while.
Yeah, and I owe it all to my crotch. Thanks for ripping out.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.